Right now, because of things that we're doing to it, because of burning things like fossil fuels, it's just, there's no way that we can live on this planet in a couple hundred years if we keep going the way that we're going. The planet will simply just kill us off, which is really depressing, but the way that life happens.
I do all the little things I can, like recycle and not get plastic bags when I'm shopping.
Pretty much sign every online petition that comes my way.
Conserving water, we've got tanks in. I write letters to politicians which don't get answered.
I just try and keep myself environmentally friendly. There is no doubt that society is aware of climate change. However, the extent to which preventative action is being undertaken is minimal. According to NASA, ever since the Industrial Revolution, atmospheric carbon dioxide has been increasing at an unhealthy rate. This is compared to atmospheric samples taken from ice cores and more recent direct measurements. To help, we spoke with McLean of the Australian Youth Climate Coalition. Firstly, which organisation are you from?
So I'm with the Australian Youth Climate Coalition. Just as it sounds, we're a youth-led coalition of young people that are trying to solve the growing climate crisis.
There's an elephant in the room in this country, and this lack of attention reflects nothing but disregard for our endeavour for a more salubrious world. Some people are saying that this is just another cycle that the Earth goes through and that by itself will come out of climate change. What is your opinion on that?
Well, I think the way that the Earth will kind of fix the problem of humans destroying it, the Earth will figure out a way to get rid of humans. There becomes a point when the planet is just no longer inhabitable by us. And that's right now because of things that we're doing to it, because of burning things like fossil fuels. It's just, there's no way that we can live on this planet, in a couple hundred years if we keep going the way that we're going. The planet will simply just kill us off, which is really depressing, but the way that life happens. I mean, we see things like the ocean right now. We're losing coral and sea life because the oceans are becoming more acidic from us burning fossil fuels and the carbon dioxide getting absorbed by that ocean. The same thing happens on land, just a little bit further down the road.
Further research ideates the global sea level has increased 17 centimetres over the last century. This rate is more than doubled in the past decade. The Earth has continued to warm, both the extent and thickness of the ice sheets has rapidly declined, glaciers are retreating globally, and the acidity of the surface of ocean waters has increased by at least 30% since the Industrial Revolution. So the question is, why as a society are we not trying to amend this? Why is it not our collective goal to save the planet? Do you think it's accurate to infer that the media and politics sometimes blow the issue out of proportion?
That's a really interesting one, because one of the issues that we face is that media and politics sometimes just don't talk about it at all, which is in itself a bigger issue. But then when it comes time for political figures and the media to actually be talking about climate change issues, it's not actual issues that we're facing. It's just some sort of cover story or some sort of feel-good story, or on the other angle, some sort of criminalizing or dehumanizing story that's just really not the issues that we're facing.
Thankfully, not everyone is ignoring this prominent matter. We travelled with Cole to the Sunshine Coast, where he showed us exactly how he and his organisation have planned to capture the media's and other important authority figures' attention.
The facts they're getting, they're honest, they're true, but they definitely represent it one way.
I always find media is very biased and it only represents one perspective, and I often find myself sitting back and asking, now, am I feeling the way I am because of what they're trying to make me feel?
The biggest problem that we're facing in terms of climate change discussion in the country is that the issues that we're talking about aren't really the issues that we're facing. The main issues that are being covered are not the real issues. So today we invited multiple schools around the Sunshine Coast Council out to a student summit. We'll be delivering a message to Clive Palmer.
Whether you're a believer or a denier, there is always a change within our climate, and it's up to us to be mindful of our greenhouse gas emissions. Whether it be to reduce our carbon footprint, save the animals, or just to ensure a brighter future for upcoming generations, we have to do something to save our environment. The greatest threat our environment faces today is our unwitting ignorance to its plight.